punk, you said, Sonic Youth. It's also a major influence, and then you also said you also mentioned in earlier interviews you mentioned hip hop. So Spice Girls, Sonic Youth, hip hop. Let's discuss Sonic Youth. First time you heard Sonic Youth, did you still recall?
Yeah. It was in the bus. Because it was when I was in the 10th grade, like high school. And it was a friend of mine who introduced me to Sonic Youth, and she said I had to listen to this album. It was the album called Dirty. Yeah. And I was in the bus from my parents' home to my school, and I listened to it. And I remember the first song, maybe it's the 100%, I'm not sure. But the second song on the album is Swimsuit Issues. And that's the first song on the album where Kim Gordon is singing. And I remember when I heard her voice, I was just, it was like, it shook my whole universe, because I was like, how can a girl sing with that much attitude and be so raw and aggressive, but still sexy in a way? It was just like, how the fuck does she do that? It was just, that attitude was just like, it was like, I was just immediately, I want to be like her. I just, I have to be like her, So I was totally blown away by that, but also about the uncompromisingly way of making music, like just all the noise and all the, like it's like it's shaking all the time. Just you never know where it will go, and you can just feel like the energy and the drive that they're in these people, like in this like they're not compromising. They're just doing whatever they feel like, not being too, we're just doing it, and they're just spitting out one album after another. Doom, 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 doom. I just love that energy, and like the lyrics are just so inspiring. I mean, it just, they're just my favorite band of all time. Like, yeah.
Are there certain songs maybe that in hindsight, lyric-wise, are maybe influenced by them?
I mean, they're definitely the band which lyrics I've been reading the most. I mean, I remember, back at my parents' house, or actually I think I have it in my apartment, I printed out all the lyrics they've ever done and like made this book so I could just sit and read, because I really just like the dark irony and like they also really deal with this whole about being young and confused and like having the like kind of the brutality, but also the simplistic, naive, like, little trouble girl, and all these things. Like they combine the irony and the darkness with an energy and some youth, and it's just a fucking brilliant combination. I think I just love it so much. Yeah.
And when did you read those lyrics? And how did you try to not to really imitate them, but to give your own twist to it? How did you do it?
Well, I mean, I've never tried to. I mean, you shouldn't sit down and be like, I want to make something that sounds like this. I mean, that would be a failure, I think. And also lyric-wise, I've never sit down and thought, okay, I want to make a song that. I mean, I want to write lyrics that are like Sonic Youth lyrics. It's not like that. It's more like just an inspiration. It's something. There's something there that you love. And when you write, you just have that, have that in the back of your head, not thinking about it. But I don't know what it is. I guess it's just like, a personality thing. There are some things you just really love, and then you just want to express it in your own way. Like,
you already mentioned Maiden. What was the thing that happened that influenced this song?
Well, at that time, I remember it was because I was angry about some people that I knew, where it was all about being the best and being perfect, and being like, so smart. And, I always, at that time, I've always walked around and thought, wanting to live up to that and be like them. But it's like, I can never be like that. Every time I try, I fail miserably. I just fucking want to be myself, And the times where you just accept that and just be yourself and not try to be this person you're not, that's when you have the most success, because it's always horrible to look at the person who tries so hard to be something they're not. That's the worst thing. And so the song was inspired by that, because I was like, hey man, I just fucking want to be who I am and be beautiful in my own shape,
Did this song change you then?
I mean, a song always changes you a bit.
Maybe more, because you had Maiden, it was the first song with Ronnie, and then that you realize that you don't have to be like someone else, but that you just want to be yourself. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, somehow, but those things don't happen just overnight, But I mean, The cool thing was that actually for a long time before I made Maiden, I've made a lot of songs where like trying to be this character I'm not. And so when I made this song, which was 100% honest, and I started working with Ronnie, that was when actually like the world started to pay attention to this project. That was when things slowly started to take off. And you know, that is a big compliment in itself, because it says that, you know, when you're honest, that's when people will listen. And that's what the song is about at some point. So that makes very much, I mean, that gave me a lot of hope, at least. Yeah.
Is it now easier for you to write honest lyrics? Or is it still hard?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I mean, now I know that it's okay, you know, and not that it's okay, of course it's okay, but now, I mean, now I just do that. And because of course you should do that, you know. But you know, it takes time. I mean, maybe it sounds cheesy because everyone would, I guess, would know that of course you should write lyrics that are honest. But you know, it takes time to find yourself in this, in all these things, in your creative process, and like find yourself and find. It just takes time. I mean, you know.
What's your most personal song on the album?
They're all very personal, actually. But I mean, I guess, I mean. Maiden is very personal. Never Wanna Know is very personal. Dust is Gone, Red and the Grey.
That was the thing, yeah. Dust is Gone. What is that song about for you?
It's about a breakup. Like a breakup where it's like a breakup that's just fading away. Not like this like massive, boom, but just like, you know, being with someone and you just like slowly realize that it's not going to work out.
Was it hard?
What?
Was it hard?
Yeah, but again, I mean, writing songs always makes it a bit better, because then you get to express how you feel and you gain confidence in that and you feel good about whatever, because you have got your thoughts out.
Yeah. The album is called No Mythologies to Follow. When did you come up with the album title during the process of recording the album?
Yeah, I was like meanwhile making the songs and all this stuff. And it's because I read a book by Joseph Campbell, like, and the name was The Power of Myth, I think, which was about this thing that, you know, nowadays young people, we don't have any mythologies to follow. We don't follow religion or certain guiding lines in the same way as we did back in the days. And it's more like now it has become the social media and the media who kind of preach about what's the right thing, you know, like glorifying eternal beauty and eternal youth and being rich and famous and being good at family stuff and being good at, you know, being fit and being healthy and still being funny and being all these fucking things you have to live up to as a young person, or as an adult, you know, everybody, we have to live also to all these crazy things. And it's all about projecting yourself on the internet in the most perfect and most flawless way. And that's why people get lifestyle diseases, because they can't live up to this crazy pressure that's upon you. And yeah, because we live in a world where it's just about me, you know, it's all about yourself and about, you know, these things. And I know now I maybe gets too, but I mean, whatever. I mean, so the album's called No Mythologies to Follow, because it's about being young and confused in this society and wanting to just navigate and find your own way through this.
Well, you were saying, well, we don't have religion anymore, and now it's all about the social media. It's
a lot about yourself. It's about you. Yeah.
And what do you think? What is the answer then? What do people need to do?
I don't have an answer. That's why I made an album that don't have an answer to. It's just dealing with these issues. I mean, I don't know. You have to follow the, you know, I mean, the way that the world evolves. You have to go with that flow. Otherwise, you get lost or left behind. I mean, I don't know. You just have to try to find your own way and feel happy about what you do, and like, I guess just try to be yourself in it.
What is for you the best thing that is happening now?
The best thing that what?
Well, the best thing that is happening to you right now, because your music, well, you know, in Amsterdam, and maybe it's getting even more successful. What is the best thing that you like about it? The best thing is definitely when fans come, for instance, and give me a letter where they write that my music have made them believe in themselves, or have made them happy, or have helped them through a hard time in their life. When I get that, I mean, I fucking almost cry, you know. It's because that's exactly what you want to do. You want to touch people and help people, because that's why I also like love making music and why I started.
and that's because I've been touched, sometimes by music, and you want to change something, and you gain confidence in doing that, and it's someone like who inspires you to do that, So when I get these kind of letters or tweets about stuff like this, that's the best thing, definitely.
So one story that you can share?
What?
One personal story that you can share?
Well, it's like very overall, because it's for instance, like with the Spice Girls, but I was very young at that time, but when I was a teenager, for instance, Sonic Youth, while listening to them, like that gave me confidence, like being like, I want to be like Kim Gordon, I want to be like them, I don't want to compromise, I want to be this, and that made me want to, that gave me confidence and made me want to write songs that were about these things, and helped me find a way, at some point. So yeah, because it's I don't have stories like that, like, and then I did that, and then I did that, but it was just like overall gaining confidence in that.